Welcome in. Happy Sunday, August 24th. Happy birthday to all my Virgos. My name is Intuitive Niche, and I'm here to do the Black New Moon reading, and whatever else comes in, comes in. I have had very strong calling and messages today as I was sitting down with the cards earlier and did a reading on TikTok as well. It wasn't live, but it was definitely a very important message. So if you do follow me on TikTok, you should go watch it. It's probably adding to what I'm doing here right now as well. Okay? So before we get started, we are going to use my singing bowl to clear the energies. I've already lit all the candles. As you can see some of them. You can see some of my candles lit. I have one for healing, one for growing our businesses and our stability, one for removing negative energy, negative entities, anybody with any ill intentions, and calling back our power. I also have a red Aries candle going. It is my North Node. It gets business done. It takes care of shit. There's no hemming and hawing. There's just go do it. It's the fire, the ambition, the motivation, the creativity. So we're using that as energy to bring into this reading. And the yellow candle that I have also brings in peace and joy and security. Peace is one of the biggest things, and yellow is one of my most favorite candles to burn. So I try to do that on special readings like this for the new moon especially. Please stay positive, clear all your intentions that are negative, speak positive to yourself, always, always, always. It's very important. And I'm going to use every moon deck that I have first. And then if I feel the need to call in any other cards at that point, we will. Okay, but this is a very powerful energy, and I don't want us to miss out on anything. So as these energies and messages come through, if you have to take notes, take notes. You may not resonate with this now because this is a process that we're going through. And the black moon happens once every 3 years. So it is a rare moment. And there's 2 new moons in 1 month, and that's a very powerful event. We get another opportunity to start over, basically, as we go into September, where we have all the eclipses coming in and the energies of the full moon coming in at the beginning of the month. And then we have, again, more stars and planets will be going in retrograde. So we really need to pull our shit together in the next couple of weeks to get our focus straight, our desires straight, making sure we're taking positive action in our life to make things happen, okay? So let's clear the energies now as we go forward, and then I will give you the rest of the spiel before I shuffle, okay? I did not shuffle any cards. I just already knew what we were going to be using. And so this way here, I am not pulling from my own thoughts. We are pulling from cards as I go, so I know the messages are meant for you. Into your nose, out through your mouth. Take 5 seconds to not think about anything or anyone. Just calling in your own desires here and the things that you want in your life for you and your family, okay? Thank you, spirit guides and angels, for this black new moon reading and messages that you are helping me to send to the collective as a unit. To all those who are called and resonate to my message, please like, share, subscribe, and share to others as you feel necessary. Please clear our energy as we go forward so I am able to bring all the messages you would like me to deliver to this collective. Alright, and I already did spray some white sage rose smudge around to also help clear anything that I might have had lingering in my negativities, because I try to make sure I clear all of my energy as well when we are doing this, and it takes a lot out of me. The first deck we are going to start with is the Lunar Tarot. Okay? This is going to be our Black New Moon reading. It will be affecting us for a little bit of time. It's not like it goes away just because the new moon has started progressing in the direction towards the full moon now, okay? All right, let's shuffle it up. I hope everyone is having a great day on this Sunday. August 24th would have been one of my uncle's birthdays, so happy birthday in heaven. Let us know what the messages are coming forward. I always ask my own family for help since they're mostly all over on the other side and not here with me as we go forward. All right, let's see what falls out here. Here we go. With the Lunar Tarot deck. Oh, we got a couple already. Oh. All right, well, the first card that flipped over was the Ten of Wands. And this is something that you are working hard on, trying to move forward. You are doubling down on the work level. You are doing twice as much. Maybe some of it's not even yours, but you feel the need to do what you're doing at this point to help you grow. So you are continuing to grow as well as work hard with your own responsibilities. You are going forward knowing that at some point the Ten of Wands is the end of a cycle as well. So you will be putting down those burdens at the end of the day and being done with it. So whatever wasn't yours in that pile of Ten of Wands, whatever wasn't yours, you will be putting down, and whoever belongs to it is getting it back. That's what we call karma, okay? So just know that it is okay. I gotta take care of this here. All right. The second card is transformation, so we call it the Death card. Right. So you are putting down the burden, there's no doubt. You are realizing, and it might have taken you some time to get there over this very tumultuous year that we've had so far, right? From, November, December, January 24, 25, it has been a very difficult time, and we have gone through many moon cycles. This one is the most powerful of the year, okay? So you are finishing that burden that you took on, even though it wasn't yours, and you are putting that shit down and moving forward into rebirth and transformation with the Death card. And the third card is the King of Wands. You are the leader in your own life, but you may need other people to help you along the way. And the King of Wands, he's the get up and do it man. Might not always think about it. He might think he knows more than he does. He might be more arrogant than most, but he will not sit still and let something be undone. He will get his ass up and take care of business, and that's something you really need to be taking on that power. So take on that role as the leader, because you are the leader. Whether it's your life, your job, your home, or your family, it doesn't matter. You are the matriarch or the patriarch in your life that has to take on that role. And you are deciding that some of those responsibilities weren't yours, and you are going to make sure somebody is taking on the role of those burdens, because now it's time they take on responsibility for their own shit. That is part of the transition. That's what we do here. We are teaching others to be responsible for themselves. Even with the King of Pentacles on the bottom of this deck, you don't see what's coming, right? This king is going to be your mentor, your teacher, your leader, helping you grow financially, materially, as well as grounding and being whole and collective as a group, okay? Because it's not all about the finances. It's about the abundance that you take on and deliver to other people as well. So this Black New Moon is a time for recovery as well as grief, and then more recovery and self-love and grounding into the earth, taking care of Mother Gaia and yourself, and putting yourself first in this situation. So those responsibilities you decided to put down, you became the leader and forced a transition and rebirth on people who are not taking responsibility in their own lives. And it's about goddamn time, don't you think? All right. So, like, for an example, somebody's living with you. You have a roommate, and maybe they didn't have a job and they needed some help, and along the way, and then financially, they just sit back letting you take care of shit. No. It is time for you to take care of your own life and your own business, because I'm not living forever. Whether you're mom, dad, or you're the boss, it doesn't matter. You see, because the Three of Swords was their problem. They didn't deal with it while they were in your presence. Now they still expect you to handle shit while they're figuring it out. No. We have all gone through some grief. We are all going through broken heart syndromes, okay? It is time for whoever is stepping on the toes and making their problem yours, it's time for them to move on and grow the fuck up. And it don't matter who you are, but it is time, okay? And that goes both ways, okay? It's not just them, it's also you. All right? You've allowed the behavior, so now you have to stop allowing it and encourage those boundaries around you. So let's see what else we got. Ooh, okay. Well, we're closing out a cycle by ending that cycle, right? The Ten of Wands is ending the cycle, and now we're closing it. So this is you being successful and abundant and getting past the grief and getting past the troubled times and getting through the transition and transformation of putting down the burdens that didn't belong to you and forcing other people to be fucking responsible for their own shit. Okay? It says fulfillment, so you are successful, you're receiving what's yours. You are taking on nobody else's shit now but your own. And you have finally seen with this Black New Moon collective that by letting shit go that isn't for your highest good, you are going to move forward and have that positive transition ending, that you are going to receive that which belongs to you by birthright. And I can tell you that's the truth with the Ace of Pentacles being your next card. You understand, the Black Moon is so freaking powerful that there's like no veil there. You're just looking up and saying, I want $1 million, and all of a sudden there's $1 million. Okay? That's how you need to think about it. And it's going to be in power now for the rest of the year, bringing us into September's eclipses and the next full moon and all these cycles and planets and journeys that we're taking. And it's going fast. It's not a slow energy here. You just have to go with the flow, and this is your next opportunity. Take it. That's part of your transformation. That's part of teaching others how to be responsible in their own life as well. 1313 on my timer confirmation. Let's see. What else can my collective learn about this Black Moon and how it may affect them? And just for the record, all of my readings are free, timeless, and for entertainment purposes only. Please like, share, subscribe here on YouTube and start viewing some of the other videos that I've already made. They are timeless also. I do have my donation information in my description box if you would like to donate a seed to my business, because I could definitely use a little help along the way, just like you can. I'm starting a new job, and I'm very excited and proud of myself that we finally got there. But I still need a little help along the way, so it wouldn't hurt if you are able to donate, and you do not have to if you cannot. So please don't put yourself, 1414, in a place of a bad spot for yourself by donating to me. Please, I would just love to be able to help you in every way I can by delivering this message. Also in my description boxes and on TikTok, if you follow me on TikTok, I have my emails available to request jewelry making, whatever you would like. I have some of my videos up on my Haven Jewels page on Facebook. I also have my emails available for personal reads. I do have gift certificates if you would like to go that route to give to somebody else. And I do make jewelry. I am studying Reiki. I am a Reiki 1 practitioner working on Reiki 2 and then trying to go to all the way up to the master level. So it is a progress for me. I'm growing as I grow. And I am trying very hard to keep growing. All right. Well, as I said when we were coming into this reading, that we are going to experience grief at this time because we are leaving shit behind. And we were probably hoping things would change, people would grow up, something would be different. But you know, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And after years of it not being a different result, it is fucking time to move on. Okay? People don't want to grow up. People want to stay stuck where they're at. They're happy in their own misery. Let them stay happy in their own misery. That's what you have to do going forward, okay? And it's not going to be easy. You are going to be feeling the pain and the agony of the Ten of Swords. Here you go. Another ending cycle after a difficult time in your life. Okay, so we got the Ten of Wands where you're putting the burden down, and you got the Ten of Swords where once you put that burden down, you have now decided that's the end. I'm not doing this again. And it has to be. That's why the Five of Cups is grief. It's absence. It's a loss. But it comes in after your new adventure, which tells me plain and simple that you are going through this transformation. You are starting over, getting that opportunity that you've always wanted. And that means you have to give up something that you was hoping would step up to the plate and meet you halfway and didn't. Okay? You are going to let it go. You are putting down somebody else's responsibilities and you are leaving it behind. That's what this is about. So you will go through that Three of Swords and that Five of Cups, but you will also be motivated by the transformation in the Death card and the King of Wands. The fire, the energy, the motivation, the surge of creativity that's coming in for you now also brings the world cycle to a close and making you successful for growing and grieving and healing and doing what you needed to do so that your life purpose is met head on and you continue growing with your Ace of Pentacles opportunity. Okay? It is your new venture that also helps you get through the healing and the loss. Okay? It is your motivation. So with this Black Moon, what else can I give the collective for information? As I will pull maybe one more card from this deck and we will move on to the Moon Oracles. Okay? So I guess we're putting ourselves in a bit of a hangman mode now, right? Because we still have to go through. We are going to feel the grief for a while. It's not going to be one day and done. You know that. Anybody who's lost any person or place or thing, an animal, knows that it is a process you have to go through. And then at some point you will come through to the acceptance part of grief. And you will walk out of hermit mode and the hangman mode. Okay. You see the moon there, right? The moon was half black and half white, right? That's the next step. We're going into crescent and half moon. Once you get there, you are halfway to the full moon, which helps the inspiration grow inside of you as well. And you will pull yourself out of that pause that you've been utilizing to heal with, okay? Steps in the death process. So it would only make sense that you would feel the grief, you would accept the grief, and then you would feel the grief again, because you are going to be reminded of all you've been through. Just remember where the fuck you came from and how much you have done in your lifetime up to this point. Because you are an amazing divine being in a purpose that is here to help everybody. And this black new moon is definitely teaching us how to heal ourselves, give ourselves the love that we deserve, and then help others do the same, okay? That is the whole goal here with moving forward and raising to the 5D level in our lifetimes, okay? Is there any messages more from this deck for my collective Black New Moon reading? Any other cards here that you would like me to pull before I go to the oracles? Okay. We're going to see one more shuffle here. Okay. Take the last card. Well, of course, the Hangman into the Hermit. So the Hermit is starting to illuminate your way out of Hangman mode, right? And you are getting enlightened, learning, and connecting to your spiritual guidance that you need to have. So that would be the next logical step. Yes, absolutely. Because you are, even though the 12 is after the 9 card, the Hermit, I feel like that is the proper progression for you in this time. Okay, because it is the second new moon. And so justice is coming. That is something you do not see coming at the bottom of the deck. It is coming. All right. So just so you know that, as the Wheel of Fortune shows up also in the middle. All right. We're going to leave that right here with the Justice card up. Yeah. And the 4 of Pentacles underneath of it says we are coming into balance and stability with the Queen of Swords there next. Queen of Swords brings the Justice. That is your Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Okay. All right. Let us bring out the Moon Oracle cards. Okay. I love this deck as well. Well, I love all my moon decks. It's terrible. I can't get enough of them, but I might use the book in this just to help our understanding of the cards, because usually these cards only have one word on them. Some of them are obvious, some of them are not, okay? But the picture itself in these cards absolutely give one hell of an explanation, okay? So as we're going forward, sorry about that. My chair is not working right. Maybe it needs a double D40. Okay. All right. So last night I took all of my bracelets that I made and put them in the windows under the new moon, the black new moon, so that as the sun rose yesterday morning, and beautiful, beautiful sunrise as I expected it would be, to help illuminate the rest of what we needed to know. Tonight, now going into the next level, I will put this beauty, the black moon stone, right, with peach. You see the reflection underneath of it? Yeah. This is one of my favorite stones. And I will put that in my window tonight so that it will get cleansed as well by the light of the moon that's coming back and the sunshine from the morning. Okay. So we have Celestial on the bottom of this deck coming forward. Let's see if it comes out after we shuffle through. All right, let's continue with this reading collective for the Black New Moon. What messages can we take forward from this moment in time as we end the world cycle? The 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands ending difficult times and responsibilities that didn't belong to us, and we move forward into a role of leadership and new opportunities as we also still continue through our grief and our growth and our healing in Hangman mode, the Hermit mode. What else do we need to know as a collective other than the fact that we know justice is coming with our stability in the 4 of Pentacles? Okay. Next 2 cards. We have hope. So as we process this transformation and move forward, we are coming into his hope. It's like the Star card, right? And then we are also shining brightly in the night, right? Radiantly flowing and growing into our fall season that is coming, into eclipse season, bringing changes and so much growth this year. I feel like 2026 is going to be such a better year and a better start than what we had with this year. But this year was all about growth. It seems self-love and healing, taking charge of our own lives, setting those boundaries. This year was really full of a lot of changes personally. And it could have included our finances and our growth and our businesses and our occupations. But our families grew, our love grew, our hearts on the sleeve. And as I speak, I am getting the chills. So I know that our spiritual enlightenment has grown so much that we see things in such a different perspective now. It's like we just changed from 30 to 50 and we grew the fuck up. Ooh, and there's my confirmation with the thunder. Oh, yeah. Okay, so here's the success card. And it says spells on the top of that, if you can't read it. Success, incoming success. That was confirmed with that nice round of thunder. And create. You are going to create so much balance and happiness in your life. The hope and the radiance that you are carrying forward from this transmutation of negativity and transformation of self is bringing you the creativity, the radiance you need for success and spiritual enlightenment. Okay, your integrity with the Justice card and your stability with the Four of Pentacles, and the truth shall set you free with the Queen of Swords. Composure. Yeah. You don't understand how much this has felt like such a long winter, I always want to call it. No matter what the weather was, it feels like such a long winter. And for those of us, which was not an easy task in our life, that kept the faith, that even when we were down and out, we turned it around in our mind. We made it a positive thing. We became grateful for those things that we have. And we don't forget where we came from. Okay? That is how you teach others. That is how you show them how to be strong. No matter what is going on in your life, you still bring that smile out. And you bring that positivity and that light and that love to other people. That's what brings it back to you. Okay? You got to stay positive. And I'm going to have to pause this in a minute. I need a drink. But let me get the next card first, because when I come back, we'll probably switch decks again. Any other cards from this deck going forward with this Black New Moon reading from my collective? This is one of the most beautiful times in our lives, and you will not experience this for another 3 years, okay? This will not happen again. And I want you to actually take on the role of strength and creativity and fire and success. Letting go of the Hermit and the Hangman mode and taking action with your Ace of Pentacles new venture. And yes, you are going to step back and forth into that grief. Grief doesn't just go away, but you will be stronger with it. Each time it will change for you, and you will learn something new about yourself. You will bring it out into what you do in your work, in your life, and your family. Absolutely. I think that this deck is done. Wow. We started with the Celestial card, and it is back at the bottom of the deck again. So you see the rainbow in her outfit there? No matter how dark it is, she's always got that positive frame and light in her life. That the spirit, source, Jesus, whoever you pray to, brings to her every single day. And that is part of who you are as a spiritual human being going forward. Developing and transmuting negativity into your transformation and your new adventure, growing positively and spreading that to your surroundings and your new team that you are building. I don't know if you all caught the weekly reading on TikTok, which I did live, but we had the Sun, the Justice card, the King of Cups, the Lover's card, the Two of Cups. We had the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. We had all four knights, okay? We had two kings and queens, and it's just about how many people are out there, starting with your queen of truth and justice, making money the American way, and building your life and legacy with the Ten of Cups, receiving harmony and joy and passion, and manifesting everything now with your words. As long as you believe it, as long as you can see it, you can manifest it. Okay? And the star card is next here. Okay, you need to understand the story is unfolding every single moment we go forward, and the chariot is just bringing you right through it, determined to make peace, happiness, creativity, family, love, everything happen for you in your life and show you how to do it. Do you not understand that you, with the hope, are the manifesting person in your life for your family, creating that prosperity and that structure and that stability for your life and your family, bringing justice and truth to your legacy and your happily ever after. Do you not understand? You are the source in your life. You are the God's dream. You are helping spirits go forward, okay? Delivering the confidence and the magic in your life that creates the peace and the adventure that you need to have to succeed. Do you see where we are creating our own serenity? So your past needs to stay in your past, and you need to ground to the earth, to Mother Gaia. Have faith and guidance in the source that delivers your serenity and your purpose. Your purpose. Do you understand? These cards are bringing in your harmony. All it takes is your imagination and your creativity and your dreams and your hope. I could keep going. These cards are telling you that story because it is your story to hear. And you may think you don't resonate with this because maybe today you're feeling the grief. And it's okay to feel the grief. It really is. You're allowed. And you should allow yourself that grief so you can move forward in the healing process. 32 on my timer. Confirming. I'm going to take a pause here so I can check the windows and get a drink. All right, thank you. Here we are back. We are using now the Moonology Oracle cards. It's their deck of moon cards here for us. And then we will probably jump over to something less traditional for this Black Moon reading. Black New Moon reading. Please, if you haven't already, like, share, subscribe. You can share this on many platforms from YouTube. So, Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, of course, FB. I don't know if you're not supposed to say those things or not, but I do. I don't care. YouTube hasn't banned me from talking about other apps. You can certainly share this to regular messages and FB messages and all of that. So I don't see why they would do that, but I understand. Just try to be respectful to the rules as I can. All right, so in splitting the deck for the next shuffle, we have the energy is gaining momentum with the waxing moon, and a new romantic cycle begins. Ooh, for the new moon in Libra card. Okay. Now just mind you that we are in a Black New Moon reading, and I'm using the moon cards that I have. So, like, these will clearly state new moon in Libra. Obviously, I'm not saying today is a new moon in Libra. This is just the card that's coming up, so it's the energy we're talking about. Okay? A new romantic cycle begins, okay, within this Black New Moon. I know, I explain some things as I go because some people don't know, and then I want you to be comfortable in what I'm telling you as guidance, okay? And remember to only use this as guidance. All of my readings are free, timeless, and for entertainment purposes only. You have the free will and final say at the end of the day to change things as you want them to be. You have the power within you. You do not need a card or a person to tell you how to live, but maybe somebody to give you guidance. And that's what this is about for me, okay? Helping, guiding, teaching, coaching, and showing you my experience. As you will see in other readings, I am very expressive, and I certainly am very open with my own personal shit, okay? So as we are in August 24th, this also is timeless. This reading may have different effects on people going forward. It may not ring true to you until 6 months from now. We are going through a very tumultuous time to end off the very tough cycle we have already been through since the beginning of the year. Certainly go back into my January 2025 readings when I was going through the cycle for the whole year and how it was going to be for us, okay? And I've been pretty much on target. If you go back and watch it again, you will see I have been. We dropped a card, so this one is definitely coming to the table here. Nothing, as I was saying, nothing is yet set in stone. You have free will and final say. You can make the changes in your life that you need to make. You have to understand that you are in control of you. You are your goddess. You are your king, your queen, your emperor, your empress. You belong to the leadership of your life. And you have to set the boundaries there. That's what this has been about all year. Self-love, boundaries, moving forward because it's for your highest good and not because you're trying to help somebody else out who doesn't give two shits about you. The answers you need are coming for the full moon in Gemini card. And a new romantic cycle begins with the new moon in Libra. Okay, so it did come back out after being shuffled. So for some, there will be some new romance in your life. And what is wrong with that? Have you been so cold and lonely in your own life that you don't believe you deserve to feel love and be loved and live love? You do. If you don't think you do, you do deserve love, partnership, and somebody who finishes you. You know? I know it's kind of corny to say with the Jerry Maguire movie, right? But you complete me is what you're looking for. That person who completes you. That person who balances you, who calls you back when you need it and also pushes you a little bit harder when they know they have the confidence in you that you don't have in yourself, and they show you how to go forward. That's the kind of person you want in your life. Somebody who's putting you first, but isn't afraid to be independent and take care of themselves as well. Whether it's for health or physical, mental, it doesn't matter. It's finding that compatible person that challenges you but supports you all at the same time. Okay? What else can we tell the collective about this Black New Moon reading and the effects it will have going forward from this date, August 24th? And any time you are called to this video, once you resonate with it, if you have not today, once you get the message and have resonated with it, it's going forward from that point, okay? All of my videos are timeless. And again, for all those who send me messages asking in regards to my donation information, all my donation information is in my description box. If you follow me on TikTok, it is in my bio. When you look at my profile, it's in my bio. I have PayPal, Venmo, cashapp. Venmo is my favorite. Luck is on your side, New Moon in Sagittarius card. So we are coming into a period of our lives where once we are raining out the positivity, the luck comes in too. The happiness, the joy, the feeling, the success, the radiance that you put out. Accepting the changes and the transmutation of that negative shit in your life, walking away from it. The imagination and the creativity and all your composure going forward will be that of somebody who is confident. Okay? Because you should be. Again, you will feel pieces of grief along the way going forward, and you shall give yourself that time to heal. So those moments that you feel, but you're not staying there. You're not living there. You're having the moment, you're allowing the moment, and you're moving away from it after it. and letting it go. That's how you get to acceptance, okay? No matter what the grief is. That's how you get to acceptance. Yell, scream, the good Lord will listen. And he will help guide you all the way. Alright, any other cards coming from this deck for my Black New Moon reading? Any other cards or guidance from this Moonology Oracle deck? Any other guidance from my collective? This has been an amazing reading. Going forward, please save it too. If you want to come back to it, you can watch pieces and parts of it as you go. Definitely will help guide you, or at least bring you back to those moments where you remember what you need to do. Okay, there's nothing else coming out, so we're going to take the bottom of the card, bottom of the deck. It's what you don't see coming. It's time to release negativity. As the full moon in Scorpio card comes forward now at the bottom of the deck. All right, so we're going to put that deck down. Let's see. Let's do, yes, we will, the Raven Dream Tarot deck. I haven't touched this deck in a while. Let's see what the Raven Dream Tarot deck by M.J. McCullough has to give us this information. Okay. This is a very beautiful deck in its own right. Let's see if it will continue the confirmations. I like it. It's a little dark, you know. And definitely going through the Black Moon. You are in the dark night of the soul. You may be in the dark night. It's a relatively new deck, too. I can't get it to shovel. It's coming along. I guess I'll do this the other way and see how that works. Oh, my goodness. It's so hard to put together. Like they're sticky. All right. A couple more times. Yeah, that works better. I like that better. All right. Leave me comments. Let me know how we're doing, how we are up to this new moon, Black New Moon, going into the fall season in another few weeks, and the eclipse season. We will be coming upon Mercury retrograde again. We hate it, but it happens quarterly pretty much. And it seems like you get away from it for a couple of weeks and it happens again. So, all right, let's shuffle up this new Raven Tarot deck and see if we get any confirmations going forward. And, oh, you got the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands just flipped right over there. So we are moving forward quickly. Okay? The Eight of Wands talks about the energy being high. The creativity, the motivation is all there, but it's going fast. It's not a slow-moving energy. It's not a slow card. This is definitely you moving quickly through the training of the Black Moon. The Black New Moon. Before we get to the full moon in the beginning of September, which is also the same day as an eclipse in Virgo, I believe. Full moon in Virgo and eclipse. Yeah, okay. Something like that. In my description boxes, you will see two of my favorite people tagged at the moment. The Tarot Ship, which is my friend Jimmy. He is definitely an astrology guy. He is a medium now. He does not even realize it. He's been predicting a lot of different things over the years that I've been watching him, and you should definitely take a watch. If you are definitely somebody who is into the moons, the planets, and the cycles, and how that affects your own sign, he is definitely the one to watch, okay? And Ashley over at Liberland 1010, she's fucking amazing. She weirds me out sometimes with her intensity, but she definitely is a very good reader as well. So she is definitely somebody else along the way. I have many others that I watch, but I try to go through and give some of the best readers that I've been through for my own life. But your next card up for this Black New Moon reading is the Knight of Cups. And you see the pink in here, and the light, and the stars, and the flying, whatever the hell that thing is, right? The Knight of Cups is butterflies. So we're talking about love. He's coming in to your emotional rescue. I am your knight in shining armor, coming to your emotional rescue. So if you don't have somebody in your life already, like I said, love is a very strong possibility, and it is coming in quick. Quick. with that Eight of Wands. Fire, creativity, passion. Yes, not just lust, but passion. The Knight of Cups. Okay. The next card out is the Seven of Pentacles. And this talks of working hard, making decisions based on your fears to a certain degree. With the Seven of Pentacles, you're worried about your money, but at the same time you have it. You've earned it. You've got it. You're just worried about keeping it. And so you are continuing forward with your Seven of Pentacles, bringing in more financial abundance your way. Okay? You are. And I really want to touch the, where is it? Book on that one, because a lot of these tarot decks have different storylines, so the meaning might be a tad different. And so we will touch the Seven of Pentacles here. All right. I'll read this one to you. In its dream, the raven devised a novel strategy. Rather than idly waiting for the ocean to deposit fish upon the shore, okay, see what the crow is doing, right? It decided to take matter into its own wings by setting traps in the bay. You see the fish with the traps, right? After a day's wait, the bird curiously submerged its head underwater to inspect its traps. While some had trapped fish, others remained barren. Undeterred, the raven lifted the empty traps and relocated them to a different part of the bay. Another day rolled by, and once again the raven dutifully surveyed its traps. The patient bird finally found the optimal location for each trap, ensuring the maximum yield of fish. Okay? Patience and waiting. The Seven of Pentacles often represents patience and anticipation. It suggests a period of waiting for the results or rewards of your hard work. Assessment and reflection with this card. This card suggests a moment of reflection or assessment. You may be reviewing your progress so far, contemplating the results of your efforts, or considering whether your current path aligns with your long-term goals. And perseverance. The Seven of Pentacles suggests investing in your efforts even if the results aren't immediately visible. Harvest and rewards. This card often denotes that you are nearing the stage where you can reap the fruits of your labor. However, it is crucial to have patience and not rush the process. Okay? So, this is like the perfect card going into September, right? We're coming into harvest season. So have patience, perseverance. You're not rushing through things, and you're looking for the optimal time to take care of business, right? So with your Seven of Pentacles, that's what you kind of need to do in your life as well. You have what you need. You know what makes things tick, but now you need to find the cycle that works best going forward. Things change every day, right? So, sorry about the flyways. You need to have patience going forward as well. Like I said, we started here with the Eight of Wands, moving in quickly with the Knight of Cups, and we, with our last moon card that we got was a new romantic cycle beginning. So don't forget, the Nine of Cups at the bottom of this deck is also bringing forward all your dreams coming true, all your wishes, the things that you want to bring forward. Now, this is going to happen for everybody. Remember, we're talking about a cycle, a period of time here with the Black New Moon and the effect for the rest of the year on you and going into 2026. And what you do now going forward for the rest of this year sets you up for success or failure in the new year. So let's work on being patient. As I have had with many readings this week, the Temperance card, which we haven't had yet here, but we have had the Temperance card come up and tell us to be patient, to use moderation, to think before we act, to not do stupid things because we're pissed off. Watch our temper, watch our levels. You know what I mean? What I'm saying? This is vital for the rest of this year, especially going into back to school, back to college, back to normal work hours, the holiday season, and all those things that make our patience boil over. Driving to and from work with school buses, those stupid little things. You have to set yourself up for success. Leave early so you're not late. Take the time and effort to prepare what you need the night before. Those things that you do to set you up for success every day. And if you are consistent with that as you go forward through the rest of this year, next year is going to be amazing, 2026. What else can we tell our collective for the black new moon? What else should we tell our collective? What do they need to know? And so my whole flop of cards come over, and there's the Nine of Cups that was on the bottom of the deck. So your success is coming. Okay, your wishes, your dreams, they're coming true with the Empress right underneath that card. Birthing more new ideas, more creativity, more spontaneity, knowing that it is coming, believing, and setting our intentions from month to month with the moon cycles and releasing the outcome, getting out of our own way and out of our ego, okay? The Seven of Wands, ready to defend yourself if you have to. Absolutely. And they know that, so they respect that. So what's coming isn't going to miss you, all right? The Three of Wands, you know what you want. Your confidence, you're going forward, you have more motivation, more desire. You've already made the decision. And now you're just kind of enjoying the moment and moving on to your next level of goals and conquest. As the Ace of Wands brings in even more fire and ambition, motivation to keep growing your plans, your goals, your dreams, taking care of your family, your life, your friends, being successful, living your life. Yes, living your life instead of working to live. We don't want that no more, right? The Page of Wands, Page of Fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. He's coming in with new information for you that will excite you and set your dreams up for success. Information you didn't know. At the same time, you got the fire and the excitement coming in. We got, here it is, the Temperance card. Reminding you to slow down, take a breath, follow the plan, breathe the breath. Because you got to take in that information from the page and let it sit there for a minute. Okay? And continue to release any negativity that may come with it, okay? You now have the Fool card coming in, who says now that you've gotten yourself to a point of patience and recognition and calming down, but still excited about the next adventure, now you can take the leap, okay? The King of Wands is also back to confirm that you're ready to go. And he's going to help you get there. And he's going to help create that action. Maybe this is a person in your life, a King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm telling you, there's somebody with some motivation and fire wants to see your dreams come true, and they're going to help you do it. So this could be you taking on the energy of the King of Wands, or somebody that might be your love of your next life, bringing in fire and passion and love and all of that you need. But they're also helping you bring this to your life. Nine of Pentacles. You are now reaching that goal, that dream. Your finances are in place. You are stable. You are structured. You have your routine, and you also know how to live your fucking life. This is what the Black New Moon is bringing in for you. You have to stay in the moment, okay? If you are feeling down or griefed or you get sick or something happens along the way, allow yourself that moment. Absolutely. Cry it out, punch it out. Do what you got to do. Go to the gym and beat a bag. Punch a man in the head that's dropping a weight with fake grunt sounds. I don't care. Go outside and hug a tree. Bring yourself back to earth. Mother Gaia, get yourself grounded and move forward again. You are allowed to grieve and you are allowed to sit there for a minute, but don't stay there. That's it. As each step goes through, you are getting to your Nine of Cups, your wishes being fulfilled, your dreams being taken care of because you did it for you. You didn't wait for somebody else to come rip out the millions out of their pocket and pave the way for you. No, you earned everything you're getting right now, and fuck who doesn't believe that. And it is going to be over a time period. It's not going to happen overnight. And I know you've already been working really hard for this. I'm just telling you to keep going, because now the work is even more important that you're doing, because you're not just helping yourself with this black new moon. You are helping the collective grow with you, whether it's your family, your job, the community you work for, a business of your own, or a business that you're working for. Bottom of the deck. Hello. Set your intentions. Keep everything positive. Release the outcome. Push forward towards your goals like you already have them as you approach the next full moon in September with the Virgo eclipses that are coming. Virgo, earth-bound material possessions, as well as grounding and collecting the harvest that you grew in your own time and effort with your own life and actions. Okay? All right, we're going to pull... Let's see. I got 2 more decks to do before we go, because this is a big reading and I want us to make sure we know what we're doing. Okay? What you need to do, how you need to set yourself up for success, and keep going forward. Still taking on that energy of composure with your justice, working towards your 10 of Cups as the Chariot with your 8 of Wands and the Star. Bring in the magic that you create with your own prosperity. Okay? I keep showing you that because I want you to understand what you're working for and how strong you are in getting it now with the black new moon. Till the next 3 years from now. Okay? All right, let me find my other deck. All right, let's see. I'm not too far away. Where did you go? I don't see you. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, we have the Secrets of the Ancestors Oracle. We're going to pull them out. Okay, another Oracle deck. Yep. Whether or not you know your ancestors, they knew you. Spirit was our first ancestor. Okay? The bottom of the deck. Boo-boo the Fool. Take the leap. Alright, let's see what else we're going to do here. Let's shuffle this deck up a little and move on. And I think we'll probably end with the Kipper cards. And I will do our numbers. The angel answered numbers, which also has the moon on them. So these numbers will be important. I pull them at the end for the next 6 months, okay? So we'll probably pull several numbers as we get to the end of this reading. I'm glad I waited, because Friday night I was going to do this. I was way too exhausted. Saturday night I was going to do this, and I'm like, oh my God. Things just ran so late. By the time I even got in there to do it was almost 11 o'clock, and I was done for the day. So I said, well, that's not a good time for this black new moon reading. And, well, today here we are. Happy August 24th. Moving forward, this reading is timeless. It is always free and for entertainment purposes and resonates with you whenever you receive it. Okay? Donation information is in my description box. Anyone looking for personal readings, jewelry making, or any kind of Reiki healing sessions, you can email me. I put 2 emails in my description box as well. Okay. And always remember, you have free will and final say at the end of the day. You can make things happen in your own life. You don't need a card or any reader to tell you. And you can change the outcome because of your own free will. All right, so let's see what Secrets of the Ancestors has to tell us going forward with this black new moon reading for my collective. What information can we continue to convey to my collective for the black new moon reading? Oh, we are out with the Judge. So again, here we are. It's like the Justice card in the tarot deck. Poetic justice. We are finally receiving that which belonged to us to begin with. We are finally allowing it. Okay? We are accepting it, we are allowing it, and we are working with it and moving forward. Poetic justice, number 11. It is the Justice card. The Judge. Okay. And balance, because also when you look into this card and you see there's the balance, right? I don't know if you see something else in this card. Sometimes I pull out different things that I see, right? But that is what I see for this reading, the balance, okay? Number 11. So put 1111 in the comments to accept this reading is yours. Mother of Earth card is coming. All right, that is fertile ground. This is telling you to take what you have, your material possessions, your finances, all of that, and ground yourself into the core of this earth. One way, hug a tree, put your feet on the ground, go to the ocean, put your feet in the sand. Any way you can find to connect to the earth so that you are creating a fertile ground for everyone else to follow behind you, as well as creating your legacy. Okay? That's what the Mother of Earth is for. Helping you to create your legacy and not burying your head in the sand, but putting your feet into the ground and connecting that light of the sun all the way to the core of the earth to keep you connected and grounded. Okay? That's what it's about. Fertile ground. Poetic justice. What else can we tell our collective? Oh wait, Mother of Water. Emotional self-care. And we will continue going forward to take care of ourselves first. So we have what we need to take care of others. As the number is 30 and we are going forward with 3s, very powerful. The Huntress, soul awakening. So you are connecting and you are feeling it inside as well. So you are connecting to your higher spirit, your highest good, connecting and creating boundaries with grounding to the earth and taking care of yourself first emotionally so you are able to help others grow. And you are taking the trickster and kicking it right in the ass. We are pushing the ego away. We are not going overboard in excess. We are keeping things, like Temperance said, in moderation. Does that mean we're going to be perfect every day? No. I like ice cream. I'm going to eat some along the way. But I'm going to be in more control of how much I eat. You know what I'm saying? That's just an example. Okay? It could be anything. How much do you spend on your groceries? Can you cut it down by $20? Save yourself $20 for gas. You know, just opportunities where you didn't see them before, okay? That's what you need to work on. So egos and excesses, get your ego out of the way and stop going crazy. Get what you need, not what you want right now. Christmas is coming. Work on that first, okay? If you buy for the holiday, you celebrate, you don't have to go crazy. It's the gift that you put thought and time into that means more than any amount of money you're going to spend on a gift. I can guarantee you that going forward, even for children. If they learn it when they're young, they will learn it as they get older. And that's what they will take the time and effort on when it comes to a holiday, a birthday, or something that you celebrate in your traditions. And your traditions can be different from those that you grew up with. You can create your own traditions. I know some people who don't even buy gifts. They just get together and have family time. They go to their religious events that they study and they believe in, and they take care of their family that way, and they just enjoy moments together during those holiday seasons. They don't have to buy gifts. You know, I buy gifts as I can, but I try to buy gifts with meaning. So I don't buy 30 gifts for each person in my life, but 1 or 2 that's really going to leave an impression, like a memory or something that's going to go forward with them that shows that I paid attention to their desires, their likes, their wants, their things. I can remember years ago, and I can give you this example. My son was 16 years old. He was out of fucking control in his hormones, okay? And anybody who's a parent of a teenager, I send you love, hugs, healing, patience, and all of that, because it is no fun raising a teenager. They are mean, they are nasty, they are smelly, they eat like slobs, they eat you out of house and home, but they don't know any better. Really, they do, but they don't, okay? It's a time where they have to just go through the motions, and they learn as they go, and a foot up their ass doesn't hurt them, okay? But my son, oh my God, he had so much anxiety, and he's a Virgo, so he has that earth thing, but he's also very temperamental, and he'd get pissed off, but he'd keep it to himself, and he'd just let it sizzle until it got to the edge and somebody said or did the right thing, and you want to fucking pound them. I mean, it doesn't matter who it was, right? That temper that gets out. So what I bought him for Christmas one year, he never expected, right? I understood teenagers frustration. I mean, I was a baby having a baby. My first. Oh, thank you, Mom. I needed you to help me with that one. Thanks. Dropped all them cards to the floor. I'll finish my story first. Bottom of the deck, the martyr. I'm not the martyr anymore. I was at the time, but I always let my ego get in the way. I'm the trickster, right? I used to think I'm going to master this motherfucker. I'm going to figure out what he's doing and why he's doing this. I'm going to beat his ass. But he was starting to get bigger than me. He was stronger than me. I wasn't afraid of him, obviously. I went at him. He was my flesh and blood. And I always told him, I brought you into this world. I'll take you the fuck out of this world. And that in itself, growing up with that kind of statement, it kept him in check. He wasn't afraid of me. I was smaller. He could hurt me if he really wanted to, but he kept himself in check. Even when he was angry, he knew. Like, he would just go out the door. He knew he wasn't going to touch me. He wasn't going to hurt me. He loved me. But, teenagers are so unexplainable and out there. I bought that motherfucker a punching bag, and we had it hung up in the basement. Do you know he used that shit every goddamn day? It helped him so much. He never expected, and he said to me like years later, a couple of years later, whatever. Let me get my cards. And this is going to be the end of this deck. He said to me, you were the only one who could figure out something for me that I needed, that I ended up really appreciating. I didn't have to ask you for it. Like, you paid attention enough to know what I needed. Not just as his parent, but as a person who lived a teenage life before he did, okay? I know the anger, the frustration, and the life that I felt going through my own teenage years, and I didn't have that stability and that structure in my parenting. I didn't have a daddy. We had stepdaddies. We had people that we hung out with, and it was more family to me sometimes than my parents. My father was useless and non-existent, and the men in my mother's life were about the same. Only one of them that was in her life meant anything to me, and the other one was a dirty old man, and I couldn't wait till he went away permanently. But this is me growing up as a teenager. This is how I felt. So why wouldn't I take that into effect with a boy teenager who didn't know how to release those hormones and set them out in a way that he could release them and it was okay and not hurt other people? You understand? So sometimes, yeah, I'd let him say the shit that was on his mind. And then when he was all done and he came down to earth and he went down to punch the punching bag a few times, he came back upstairs, he'd apologize. See, the difference is I allowed him to have his moment, but there was a line and he knew not to cross it. And he did apologize after he did. And that is how you teach your children to grow up. I didn't have to beat on my kids all I had to do was give them a look. They knew. When their mouth was running, they knew to shut the fuck up. That was done. I was done. You're done. Go away. And I didn't have to speak those words. They understood that. Today's kids are, oh, no. I never was raised like that. I didn't raise my kids like that. I know that we have really neglected the mental health world growing up. I probably could have used a little more help too. But those that were truly abused by their parents should have been shot in the fucking head. And I know how difficult it was to not take your kids out. I was a single mom, did most of the work in my family. Jobs, responsibilities at home. I took care of that shit. I don't need a man for that because they were useless to me. They didn't understand being a parent, or they didn't understand that they were a parent and needed to be that parent and needed to know the word no and say the word no and stick to the word no. Okay? It's not, oh, I understand you can't control it. No. You learn how to control it. There are ways to teach your children how to behave without hurting them. And those who do need mental health help, you get the help for them. But it goes hand in hand with parenting and holding them accountable for their actions and choices. You can't just let that slip just because they have a mental illness. You have to teach them with help from the mental health community doing so. I took parenting classes I didn't need to take. Okay? So there's my example. My children are full-grown adults. They have their own homes. They don't need pills. And I'm thankful for that because I know there are children out there who need to be in a different space in mental health world. And I'm thankful that there is that help for them. But for those of us who didn't have that opportunity or wasn't even acknowledged, we can't go backwards in it and say what we did was wrong. We did what we could with what we had and what we were allowed to utilize. And I'm sorry if you think putting a hand on your child's ass to teach them a lesson is wrong, but I don't think it's wrong. You know why? My mom did it. My grandmother did it. They didn't beat us. They didn't make us bleed. There's a whole different level of discipline and hurting your children on purpose just to be the one in control. I've seen some of those movies too. Just be mindful going forward, okay? That as we raise our kids today, we don't need to be helicopter moms and dads. We don't need to lack discipline either. We can put our hands on their ass or tap their hands when they touch things you're not supposed to. That is part of discipline. But if you choose not to do that, you need to find a strong level of something that's going to make the difference so they know not to do something. Or you're just wasting your time and energy on saying, oh, it's okay, we understand. No. That's not how you show discipline. You can be firm without hurting your kids, without touching your kids, if that's your choice. But you have to be firm. No means fucking no. Plain and simple. This is the day and age that we're in. You have to watch the line you walk. If they need help, get them the help they need and don't be in denial of it, okay? But they don't need drugs. They need structure. They need stability. They need routine. They don't need to be up all night on Saturday and Sunday and then you expect them to wake up to go to school on Monday like nothing ever happened and they're healthy and they're not going to act out. They need the same sleep they need every single day. They go to bed. You know, my kids had a bedtime at, what time was it? 8 o'clock during the week, depending on their age. Sometimes it was 7:30 or 7 o'clock. But they showered, shaved. We weren't out in the middle of a store at 9 o'clock at fucking night like some of these kids are today when they should be home sleeping. Or at least in bed, coming down and going to sleep so they get the rest they need. Children need a lot of sleep. People don't know that, right? But a routine in their lives, Monday through Friday, whether you work or not, doesn't matter. They should all be showered, shaved, in bed 7:30, 8 o'clock, depending on their age. And as they got older, I gave them another hour. But if they couldn't get out of bed the next day, I would put it back a half hour. Because no, we're going to have to find that balance where you can get your ass out of bed and get yourself to school the next day. Okay? You got to teach that. You have to live it to teach it. So if you're not structured and stable in your own life, you're certainly not going to give that to your children going forward or your grandchildren or anybody else. And with all of this, I'm trying to tell you, get your ego out of the way. Stop doing and living in excess. Don't live above your means. Don't talk about other people. Don't worry about what other people do in their life. Okay? Take care of you and your own. Make rules. If you are a couple, you make rules between the two of you and your family, and you talk about compromise and options and other things, and you learn how to make compromise with each other when it comes to your children, your family, and whatever you got to do. But don't. It's the same thing with your life every single day going forward from this black moon. This is your chance. You're starting over. You're releasing old toxic behaviors. You're releasing bullshit in your life. And you're removing the total disruption that gets caused by chaos from lack of structure in your own life. Okay? Yeah, are you going to be tested? You are. But the chiefess is here. And you are going to learn to be strong to your routine. Are you sensitive? Yeah. Root to the water. Root of water. Okay? You are emotional. You are going to be emotional. You are still healing. The loner. You're not alone. You have never, ever in this lifetime been alone. That's something you are learning with this black new moon. The sky was black, but the stars were still there shining through. You understand? Completion. You have made many completions in your life, and the ancestral forces are behind you. As you reach one ending, you start a new beginning. And 21 equals 3. You're creating a team. You're making a dream happen. And the altar of air is bringing in clarity, truth, resilience, opportunity. The twins, like the Geminis, conscious connections. You are connecting to your spiritual highest good. You are asking for advice from the universe instead of listening to what everybody else thinks you should be doing. How you live your life and how you decide to teach your family is your business, not everybody else's. The wheel of change. Change is the one thing that's constant in your life from the day you're born to the day you die, and then even after that. As the father of air comes into your life, you are the leader. Whether you are man or woman, it doesn't matter. Whoever the leader is in your family is the leader, okay? It's not about man or woman. It's about energy, okay? Feel that energy. The altar of fire brings in good juju, one of my most favorite cards ever. Good juju. My grandson likes that. Mother of God, creating the miracles in motion. Do you understand those cards all fell out as I was telling my story about children, ADHD, and mental health, and how you raise your children? This is confirmation, okay, of living your life to the best potential that you have and teaching that as you go, whether it's your own children, somebody else's children, maybe you're a teacher, maybe you're a nurse, maybe you're in the field of some kind of child psychology and you are growing and building with other families trying to help them grow. You need to learn with this black new moon that you are setting an example for those to come now. This is a very powerful time in your life. And maybe this reading will be too long for you to watch, and I'm sorry, but this is information that is going to help you grow and succeed. Okay? We're going to switch over with the bottom of the deck, the shadow. Yes, trials and tribulations. And that is how it's going to go. You are going to go through trials and tribulations. You are going to release the negativity from it and go forward with the positive. Create the positive in your own life and bring the positive back in. You are not going to end this world in a negative, shitty place. If you're a shitty person, you're going to have a shitty life. Do you understand that? Okay? It's the truth. All right, let me pull a postcard or two. Postcards from the spirit. And if this was too strong for you, I'm sorry. But sometimes the truth has to get out there. And the only way to do it is to put it out there. You don't like my reading? You don't like me as a reader? Absolutely. Go find yourself somebody you are comfortable with. Somebody who you feel connected to. But if you don't connect to this reading because you don't like what I said, that doesn't mean it ain't meant for you. That just means there are some things you have to deal with first with yourself. Okay? I know I still have shit to deal with. I am human. Okay? I have always been human. I will always be human. And until we are done on this planet and we transform into that life on the other side of this, we will always be human. Okay? So it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to do things wrong. It's okay to learn from them and not do it again, too. All right? So, let's see. Postcards from Spirit. That's what we got here. We're going to pull one or two of them for this reading, so going forward, okay? We got to do this sideways. The cards are too big. Postcards from Spirit. Let's pull something forward for my collective during this Black New Moon reading, and I hope it resonated. If it did, like, share, subscribe, share it to somebody else who might need to hear it. I tell you, I do share my own life experiences as examples to help you grow, to not make my mistakes, or maybe not do what I do, okay? Maybe you disagree with me totally, and so you know what not to do in your own world, okay? That's fine, too. It really is. I am not prejudiced in any way with what you do with your own situations. I just want you to know that you have more options, and there is more guidance for you, and there is people protecting you. There is guides all the way around you in the ancestral world, still on this planet, in the rainbow, as you would call it, for our sweet pets. And even your pets are still around to help you and guide you, okay? I know this is a long reading, and I apologize, but not really, because this is a message that really needed to be heard, and hopefully, maybe you don't have to hear it all at once for as long as about an hour and a half long, but you can definitely hear it in pieces, okay? And you can go back to it, so save it into your own collection so you can go back to it, just like the January yearly reading that I did. You definitely need to go back to that and see what I had said throughout that you will see has very much come true for this year so far. For a lot of people, not maybe everybody, but... Okay, so the first card out is... Okay, listen, that's a really thick card. Okay, I got two cards, so we'll read the two cards this way. All right. This is the postcard from Spirit. Okay. Dearest you, if this resonates with you, please like, share, subscribe, leave me comments, okay? And if you liked my reading, leave me comments. If you didn't, it's okay to disagree with me. I'm not perfect. I'm only human, and I'm giving you the guidance and the energy that the cards gave me, and I share my own experiences with you to do so. Dearest you, there was only one you, and you have a unique path and a special purpose. You are supposed to have specific experiences in this world and meet certain people, but then it is up to you how you live, how awake you choose to be, and how willing you are to grow and strip away what's false. Wow, how about that confirmation? Don't compare yourself to others. It's easy to think a person is happier just because their outside looks good according to society's standards, but you can't know anyone's internal experience. Compare yourself only to your past self. See how far you have come. Confirmation again. Don't be distracted by what others are doing or accomplishing. Don't compare yourself to others. Stay focused on what inspires you. That's how you get successful and find happiness, because it means something different to everybody, okay? Want what you have now, not what someone else has, okay? We love you immensely and know your journey ahead is sparkling with miracles and wondrous things. Just trust. Loving you forever and ever. Okay. And here is that. You can take a picture of it so you can read it yourself if you want later on. There it is. All right. And the next card looks like this one. Okay. Dearest you, miracles never run out. Look back over your life and you will see so many months of synchronicity when all the right people, the right place, the right opportunities, and the right time just showed up without any of your help. Manifesting your own. Think back to how you felt just before a miracle happened. You felt you were giving up, but it was more like gentle surrender to whatever was about to happen. I will correlate that to giving birth, okay? We want you to know what miracles are being concocted for you, and you will never ever run out of them. You just don't get to choose how they come, who will deliver them, when they will show up, and what they will do for you. Ego, get it out of the way. All of that is our department. Spirit knows what is best for you and what wants to be expressed through you. You are incredible and amazing and a magnet for miracles. That would be a good mantra for you today. We're on it. Relax. If you only knew how much you were loved. Sigh. Here's this card if you would like to take a picture of it. And I will do one more postcard. I will pull it right out of the center here. Okay. Okay, I think I got it. All right, one more postcard. This one looks like this. Okay. Dearest you, the common sayings, be in the world but not of it, and wear the world loosely, refer to the need to be engaged with life while not being attached, ego, to specific outcomes. Do not take this world too personally. For you are one of many co-creators here to play, and we have many ideas about how all of this should play out. Just know the outcomes don't matter as much as the presence you bring to each experience and how you let yourself flow through life. There's a real freedom in knowing and accepting this. So will you wear the world loosely, or will it straitjacket you? It is your choice. You have free will and final say in your own life. It is your choice. Whatever happens, have the courage to keep trying to live as you are meant to. And when it comes to manifesting, don't worry about the how or even the why. We have that covered. Everything is going to turn out exactly as it should. Spirit has a plan. Loving you always and forever. And here is this one if you would like to take a picture of that going forward. Okay, those are your 3 posts. Those are for this black new moon time till we receive the next one, which is like another 33 to 36 months away. Okay, another 3 years on average. All right, now we are going to pull your numbers, okay, and we will move on and call this black new moon reading done. Like, share, and subscribe. Save it to your favorites. Definitely do not let your ego keep getting in the way of living your life, okay? All right. Let us keep going. I was going to pull the kipper, but I'm not going to. We're just going to do the numbers. And I believe that if you come back to this reading later on, you will definitely see it as it goes and happens in your life and understand the truth, okay? We got 1 card up already. What other numbers can we go through for the next... I would probably say this reading is good for at least the next 6 months after this black new moon. So as you go through the next full moon and new moon and the eclipses for the end of this year, January 2026, when I come in to do the full reading again, this is a major reading in your life that's going to have an effect on you going forward. Like it never ends, okay? You need to just keep coming back to it and using it as a guide, okay? Just like the New Year reading from January. Go back and watch it again. I didn't do every single sign New Year reading. I think I missed the last 4 signs, but that general reading is really powerful too. All right, so your first number out is 222. I am balanced. So one thing you need to do in this world going forward from the black new moon as a collective is get yourself and keep yourself in balance. And how do you do that? You ground yourself. You allow yourself to grieve. you take those moments and you go into your hermit mode or your hangman mode, and then you go forward from that and realize the gifts that you got from those moments, okay? 222 I Am Balanced says, trust that the seeds of your thoughts are growing as you are nourishing them with words, feelings, and actions. So you're doing what you need to keep yourself in balance, okay? You're not having the highs and lows and sitting in depression every day. You are allowing the feelings, you are moving forward from them, and you're not going backwards anymore. That's what you need to understand. You don't need to go backwards to relive something. Okay, you'll have moments, songs, things that'll remind you of your past, but you don't have to live the past over again, okay? Next number up is number 27. I am expressive. Your mind is wide open and you are tolerant and compassionate toward all ways of life, okay? You value freedom of expression and want to improve the conditions of your people, whether in your community, country, or the world at large. Number 27, I am expressive. Number 29, I am insightful. You are highly intuitive and creative. Your mind thinks in pictures. You seem to draw information and ideas from out of the sky. A powerful drive to know the oneness of all things. I am insightful. Okay. Any other numbers for my collective? And these numbers, as you see them out and about in your days going forward here, they will bring you back to this reading. They will remind you of the things that you learned in this reading. They will help guide you in your daily life going forward, if you want them to. You have free will and final say. Okay? Next card out. 88. I am wealthy. You are on the cusp of a prosperous and abundant spiritual life. You will find numerous opportunities for success and achievement, all of which bring financial and material abundance into your life. Going forward. Okay? Any other numbers for my collective? Any other guidance for the Black New Moon reading, August 2025? And know that this is a timeless reading that can resonate with you at any time you come to it. If it does not today, it does not have to, okay? It will at some point bring you full circle. Your next card is 1010. I am patient. Keep your thoughts positive and be patient as everything is working out for your highest good. Trust that your angels are working behind the scenes to help you. I am patient. 1010. All right. Well, quite a few numbers for you to read, but these numbers will go forward for a while now with this Black New Moon reading, as we will not have another one for another 3 years. Number 0. I am limitless. Yes, you are. There is no beginning and no end. All is infinite. It is time to develop your spiritual side. You are gaining new sight and understanding of both godly and earthly things. That is exactly what this Black Moon, New Moon, is bringing for us. It is giving us the power that we deserve to have for our own lives and our own successes, okay? I have 3 other cards here with numbers that fell right behind that 0, so we will take all 3 of them. I will give you all of the numbers again so you can write them down, okay? This number is number 21. I am inspiring. You are highly creative with a strong will to succeed. Queen of Wands, King of Wands. Your imagination is highly charged. It reveals itself in everything you do, from your sparkling conversation to your most prized projects. I am inspiring. Number 21. Number 18, I am kind-hearted. One of the most things I will tell you is very important going forward in this earth with how people are. You never know what somebody else is going through, no matter what they look like or how they're talking and how happy they seem. You do not know what they're feeling or going through because people don't put that out there. So always be kind. Don't assume the worst. And don't be an asshole, okay? Number 18. You are both open-minded and open-hearted, and your ambition is to leave this world better than you found it. Ensure that your goals are aligned with the collective need and with the highest good of all. I am kind-hearted. Number 18. And the last number right in my hand here is number 20. I am harmonious. This is all our goals, right? You relate to others on an almost cosmic level. You are dedicated to building harmonious relationships of all kinds. You have the ability to persuade others to the point of view by using gentle means. I am harmonious. Okay? I will, just because I'm me, shuffle this a couple more times to see if there's absolutely any other numbers, which there is 2 more right there. Let's see if there's anything else after this. And again, at the end of these 2 numbers, I will tell you the numbers in order again. Well, and I will give you all the numbers again, so if you want to write them down for any reason, you can, okay? Because you can always type in the number and Google it and get the meaning for it as well. The next card up is 22. You are in possession of incredible creative powers, and it is assured that you can achieve anything you wish. I am aligned. And number 22 is a master number in our numerical descriptions. And 777. Your purpose flows from within you, and everything that is unfolding or being revealed to you is part of your purpose, a state of peace and calmness in your soul. I am in the flow. 777. Okay? And the last card that dropped, 666. I am centered. A wake-up call for you to re-examine your current situation and change the direction of your thoughts. Confirmation. Okay, listen. If you hear nothing else in this, you are allowed to be first in your life, so you do not burn yourself out to make sure everybody else is okay. Get it through your head. Take care of you first. For your basic needs, your wants, basic wants. Don't go over crazy. Just take care of what you're supposed to take care of for you and your family, and then let others in. Take care of others, because that's when you have it to give. If you don't take care of you, you won't have anything to give to anybody, okay? A wake-up call for you to re-examine your current situation and change the direction of your thoughts so you can raise your vibration to a more positive frequency. And I am centered. Okay? So I'm going to give you all your numbers again, all right? 222. I am balanced. Number 27. I am expressive. Number 21, I am inspiring. 0, I am limitless. 88, I am wealthy. Number 29, I think I missed it. I am insightful. Number 18, I am kind-hearted. Number 20, I am harmonious. Number 22, master number, I am aligned. Number 1010, I am patient. Patient and kind. Number 777, I am in the flow. And the last number, number 666, I am centered. Those are your numbers going forward for this reading, the Black New Moon reading of August 2025. I hope that this has been an exciting experiment here, doing this reading. I did all 3 of my moon decks that I had, plus another tarot deck and another oracle deck. We did the numbers, and we did postcards from Spirit to you. I am just so excited that this is one of those times in life that we get to experience together and know that it is okay to be human. Just get the ego out of the way. Please like, share, subscribe, save this into your favorites, or it'll be here in the listing at YouTube on my Intuitive Niche page, so you can come back to it at any time. I am so grateful and thankful for this community as we are building and building and building. I'm well up over 100 now, and believe me, I have a lot more that I need to get to, but I thought I would never get over 100, so thank you for joining and subscribing. Keep watching the older videos. They are all timeless. They are all free. I do have donation information in my description box. If you would like to make a donation and help me grow my business, absolutely, I would accept it. Rent still has to get paid. We still need money, even as readers and people that guide and coach, okay? But it is not necessary. I am not requesting it. It is not mandatory. All of my readings are free. So please like, share, and subscribe. Pass this on to those who may need it, okay? And I believe I will be back tomorrow to do our weekly reading and start all over again. We have a great rest of the year with this black new moon going into the eclipse season. And make sure you watch the tarot ship. He is Jimmy the Man with the astrology information, and that would be the one you want to watch as we go through the rest of this year as well, okay? Love and light and hugs and healing to all of you, and I will see you soon.